Yo, this is Eternal Plays Pokemon Black 2. Too late for members beaten. Two more to go in this round 2. And we have Grimsley and we have Caitlyn, Dark and Psychic left for today. We're gonna go with Grimsley and his Dark types. Means we'll have to change our setup a bit. Dark types, they are weak to bug and to fighting. So of course the king of fighting will be Terrakion to be used in this one. If you have some good bug moves like X-Scissor for example, or Cross-Scissor, I don't know what's said, X-Scissor, Cross-Scissor, they'll deal massive damage as well to the Dark types. All of his Dark types though, except for one, is Dual type as well, so also make sure of that when you're trying to figure out how you want to beat them or win. Anyways, let's go against the first of the remaining Elite Four members. We're gonna go with Grimsley. Fire comes up, the claws are up, and the path to the Darkness Master is here. Once you're ready, step forward and speak with Grimsley to initiate the Elite Four battle against the King of Dark types. Life is a serious battle, and you have to use the tools you're given. It's more important to master the cards you're holding than to complain about the ones your opponents were dealt. Let us begin, and may the best trainer win. Contents like this are proof that you are really living. We'll see about that, because here we go, round 2 versus Elite Four member Grimsley. The type of Dark is his choice. He has 6 Pokemon. The first one will be Liepard. However, if you're playing in challenge mode, Liepard will actually not be part of his setup. He will switch out Liepard with Tyranitar. Yeah. That means if he does that, he will have a pure dual type Dark plus another type team. Alright, so Liepard is actually probably the easiest Pokemon in his team. It's pure Dark, but Liepard, the power of Liepard is not really that amazing. Plus, Liepard has very low defense. So if you just do 1 Sacred Sword, that should be enough to take it down. Liepard will use Fake Out. He will also have the normal gem to increase the power of Fake Out. But damage will be very low because Terrakion as well is a rock type. It means he takes reduced damage from normal attacks. Let's go with Sacred Sword now against Liepard. Liepard is quicker, we'll use Aerial Ace onto Terrakion. That'll deal normal damage because Terrakion is both weak to flying as a fighting type, but strong against it because of being a rock type. Sacred Sword lands on Liepard, that'll be a 1-hit KO onto Liepard, and the first of 6 Pokemon is gone. Next Pokemon for our team, as Infestant goes to level 77. That will be Scrafty. So Scrafty is dual type Dark and fighting. That actually means that Scrafty is weak to fighting because of a Dark type. But it also means it will annihilate the weakness of bug types, and instead of being weak to bug, it will take neutral damage from bug. But against Scrafty, I'll stick with Terrakion, and I will go with the Sacred Sword again. We get the first hit. Sacred Sword has now 20% power gain from the Metronome, and Scrafty is a 1-hit KO. Terrakion is amazing. And not only that, Terrakion is level 80. That's a high level for one of my teams in Let's Play. I think one of the highest. Plus 4 attack is amazingly high. Alright, next opponent for us will be Krookodile. So Krookodile as well is a dual type with Dark. It's also ground. Let's see if that ground type can be a great service for us. We will change into Superior. Because remember that Krookodile, even though he has a lot of attack power, his defenses is really bad. So if you can nail a Leaf Storm on him, he should go down in a single hit. Here comes Krookodile, the third Pokemon from Grimsley. He hasn't yet used any new Pokemon yet. He has 2 new Pokemon as well as his main Pokemon that hasn't been used so far. Intimidate is being used, so the attack power will go down. That means Leaf Blade will deal less damage. We will go with Leaf Storm. We are faster than a Krookodile as well. Leaf Storm is going to land. How much damage will it do against a Krookodile? It's gonna be a one-hit KO! That's really powerful done by Superior. And that means we are already down to halfway with the team from Grimsley. So far, this is looking very, very promising. But not gonna be easier from here, because the next Pokemon from Grimsley will be a newcomer. Houndoom. Generation 2's Houndoom is representing dual type Dark and Fire. This means, for example, that it's weak to ground, it's weak to water, it's also still weak to fighting if you want to keep doing that, but it can still be rather annoying. It knows Thunder Fang, so it's trying to counter its weakness to fire by water, by Thunder Fang, so be careful with that. We could of course go with Terrakiner because he's resistant to both dark and fire. Let's do that. Let's get in Terrakin again to take care of the Houndoom, who should be a very easy opponent for Terrakin though, because both dark and fire are resistant for the rock type. So we're gonna go with the Sacred Sword because it's weak to fighting. Let's go. Get the first strike on the Houndoom. Sacred Sword will land, will be enough to KO it though. It's gonna be a one-hit KO again onto Houndoom. Terrakin is really going strong so far. Who will be the next Pokemon from Grimsley? That will be Honchkrow, another newcomer. So Honchkrow is dual type Dark and Flying. That's interesting. Dark and Flying. That means it has a lot of weaknesses, such as weakness to electric and ice, for example. So we should do a switch, and we can probably go with the Magnezone here. That will do probably the best one. Let's go with the Magnezone in versus the Honchkrow. Electric is one of the types that Honchkrow is weak against, plus Dark and Flying both are resistant to Magnezone's Steel and Electric types. Especially Flying though, because that means Magnezone has a quadruple resistance to Flying. Let's give it a Thunderbolt. Honchkrow will be fast enough, we'll use Night Slash. That's a physical dark move. And not very effective though, but still damage is pretty decent because of a critical hit. Still have the Rocky Helmet onto Magnezone to make it more tanky and to try to use the tanking ability in the advantage. Thunderbolt is used to Honchkrow, will it be enough to KO it though? The answer is yes, Honchkrow goes down. And that means we are down to 1 Pokemon left from Grimsley. This has been pretty quick. And Magnezone is level 74. Level 74 for Magnezone. The next Pokemon will be Bisharp. And Bisharp is dual type Dark and Steel. You know what that means? It has a 4-time weakness to fighting. So let's abuse that and let's get out the Terrakin versus Bisharp. But be careful though. That's kind of a weird thing though, because Bisharp is Dark and Steel, yet he doesn't know any Steel moves, at least this one. Those who give up on themselves can never claim victory. We'll see about that. This is the last Pokemon from Grimsley. It doesn't know any Steel moves though, that's kind of weird, even though it doesn't really matter though, because Terrakin is not weak to Steel, because it's a fighting type as well, so it'll be doing normal damage as the Steel moves. Let's just finish this one with another Sacred Sword. Here it comes. We'll land. And that should be more than enough for a KO. It's a 4-time weakness to fighting, and Bisharp goes down very quickly. Which Pokemon shall I raise? Which moves should I teach my Pokemon? What item should I give my Pokemon? You need to think everything through very thoroughly if you want to win. In that sense, you're a very impressive battler. Aw, you're so nice, Grimsley. Even though that was a very quick battle though, but it is so nice. There are bad ways to win, and good ways to lose. What's interesting and troubling is that it's not always clear which is which. A flipped coin doesn't always land the heads or tails. Sometimes it may never land at all. Well, that's some words of wisdom for sure by Grimsley. But that will conclude this Elite Four battle. We have one more challenger left to fight. And that of course will be Caitlyn, the Psychic type Queen of the Elite Four. So as you can see now, we are getting very close of finishing this one off. We have a potion on to Terrakion, one more to Magnezone, and let's get ready for the Elite Four member of Caitlyn and her Psychic type Pokemon in the next episode. So, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. And that's gonna be it for now. I'll see you guys next time as my journey in Pokemon Black 2 continues.